Hey guys, I'm Peter, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about why we take things for granted. Why, even though in this moment we have all the things that we need to be perfectly content, sometimes we take them for granted and we can't seem to find that peace or happiness right in this moment. So, why do we take things for granted? The answer, I think, is simple. We stop being thankful. We stop appreciating the miracle, the gift of life. It's a beautiful thing to be alive. It's an awesome thing. To feel alive is to be peaceful, to be humble, to be complete. So how do we stay thankful and humble? That's the question. How do we continue to do that in the midst of daily struggle, anxieties, fears? How do we do that? I think with the awareness that we already have all that we need in this moment to be perfectly content. This moment is the only moment that we can be happy and we can create. If we live in the past or if we live in projections of the future, we kind of lose the present moment. We lose that gratitude for the moment. We lose that. And I think that's where everything kind of gets mixed up. For me anyway, I think that's the case. By being aware or stepping in the observer's shoes in your life, so to speak, you see that with every breath, you can make the choice to appreciate all the things you have taken for granted. Breathing in, I feel the life in me. Breathing out, I appreciate the life in me. I smile to the life in me. I'm thankful for the life. It's a unique experience. And your one experience it's unlike any other experience in the world, and you're the only person who can change your life. You are responsible for your happiness, and only you. Even though it can be a struggle at first, and even later, to stay aware. By staying aware, you have a choice to be thankful for every person, circumstance, and moment and breath in your life. Also, it is a choice to break free from the shackles of mental slavery and create abundantly. So mental slavery is is your mind using you, or are you using your mind? Think about that for a little bit, and the more you think about it, the more it makes sense. So the mind is a powerful tool if you can harness it and you can channel it towards what you want to attract in your life. The more you think about a single thing, either you want it or you don't want it, the more of it shows up in your life. The more of it is attracted into your life. The more like attracts like. So if you think about something you don't want, you're going to see more of that. Oh, I don't want, to be broke. I don't want to be fat. I don't want to be lonely. Well, you're attracting all those things in that moment because you're creating a vibration in that moment, in that single moment. But if you think about the things that you do want, I want friends, I want to be athletic, and you put up posters of athletic people and people, with friends in your house or in your mind, or you hold that image in your mind, or you want to be healthy and you imagine yourself completely healthy and you imagine the feeling associated with that and you hold that, and so it reciprocates. It keeps, attracting like thoughts, like people, like circumstances, and you are actually, creating abundant health in yourself in that very instant. It's awesome. We have such creative power, and I think I just never knew that for me personally, and I kind of took it for granted, you could say. Anyway, so ask yourself, if money was of no concern and you had all the time in the world, what would you do? If you have never thought about it, then perhaps it is because you have imposed some sort of limitation on yourself. Or maybe you feel your circumstances limit you. Or maybe deep down you have been conditioned to feel guilty or undeserving of achieving your dreams and unleashing your true potential. So we are beings that manifest our dreams, constantly. And that's what we're created to do, is manifest our dreams and create abundantly, expand, never stop expanding, keep going. One must have courage to look deep down and gain insight, and most people dare not, for they're scared of what is there. The beauty of it is, if you don't like what you see in yourself, you can always change that. We're ever evolving, ever changing. So you don't like something about yourself, change it. Think yourself positive. Think yourself of who you want to be. Look deep down inside and seek what really makes you happy. What really, and focus on that. What makes you thick? What makes you smile? What sends a shiver down your spine? What is it? Find it and focus on it, and you will attract more of that into your life. In reality, whatever you find, you can be sure that you have created. And by staying conscious or aware and mindful, you can continue creating with choice this time. That's what I'm talking about when I say you can change. You can choose to be, who you want to be. With the power of creation comes responsibility, great responsibility. Here's an example. Say your life is a plane, and this plane has been flying itself on autopilot to destinations unknown to you. Say now you are aware that you can gain control of this plane by turning off the autopilot button, and you decide to do this, right? Okay, so now, if you have never flown a plane before, this might be scary. It would be very frightening, right? Yeah, you're not gonna know what's going on. You're gonna be shaky, you're gonna feel turbulence, all the passengers in your plane are gonna freak out. It's gonna be nuts. Yeah. But if you gain some insight from this and gain awareness and start to read the instruments, you can learn to read all of them correctly and perhaps eventually change course to a destination you have always wanted to visit. And that's when it gets interesting. That's when you have the choice. You have the choice to fly your own plane. You can go to Jamaica. You can go to wherever you want. Europe, Antarctica. Visit it. Do it. You deserve it. So now, with understanding and with awareness of the autopilot button, flying this plane becomes a great joy. And you might even show other people how to fly in their own planes. Suppose you let someone you think who you think who has told you they can fly planes, fly your own plane. Say they tell you, hey, look, I can fly your plane, man. Let me show you how, how to do it. So they fly your plane, and suppose that their skills are not what they seemed, they were misleading, and all of a sudden you are in a nosedive towards impending doom. Scary. Yes, very scary. Not to worry though. Just gain a hold of your plane and stabilize it, and then set your destination and get on your way to paradise. So now you see, with the power of creation comes responsibility. Don't be discouraged if the autopilot pops back on automatically from time to time, or is even jammed and won't turn off at first. Take your time, finesse it, understand the schematics of flight, and gain control of your plane. Practice makes the pilot. Be grateful for this power, for your plane, for the insight you gain when you tried to fly and you didn't know how. For the insight you gained when you tried to fly and you didn't know how. For your passengers and for the turbulence along the way, because it just strengthens your skills. So be thankful and stay aware of the flight of life. And you will not take a single thing for granted, but instead see the purpose it has in your life. It's a beautiful thing to fly your own plane, to create, to see your dreams, to see no limitation in your life, to see only abundance everywhere you look, to walk around through the day and see negative, positive, but only pick out the positive and bring it inside yourself and let it multiply. It's amazing to see goodness in everything, to see positivity, to expand your mind. It's awesome, and we're all capable of creating abundantly. We are all capable, and the only limit you'll ever have is the limit you have yourself, and that's not a limit. You don't have it. As soon as you can grasp that reality, there's a whole world of possibilities opens up for you, and you gain this knowledge, this insight, this understanding. You know, the whole universe is on your side. You are connected to everything. Everything is helping you to become a better person, to achieve you, to manifest your dreams. You're a miracle, and it's beautiful that the whole universe has got your back. So just make your dreams a reality. Dream them. Imagine that beautiful girl on the beach somewhere. Imagine the perfect job. Imagine the feelings those things are going to bring you. Imagine, you know, endless financial freedom, or imagine world peace. Imagine all of that, and you will contribute to the world, and you will actually bring a little bit of world peace into the world, and make those things a reality for yourself. You can do it, and nobody can do it for you but you. So create it. You're an amazing human being. Keep going. Don't stop. Shine bright. No, that's it for me for the day, guys. Yeah, have a nice day. Go on and create.